So what does it even mean to be stuck in life? It basically means that things are not going anywhere, right? You have a lack of drive, a lack of motivation. You may know what is it that you have to do, but you cannot just get yourself to act on those things, right? Things may seem to be moving in a cyclic movement instead of going forward. And I've been in a place like this myself, and it's not a good place to be in. So I'm just going to share what helped me, and if it resonates with you, let me know if it helps you out. Okay, here we go. So now I want you to think about self concept, right? I want you to notice how you talk about yourself. I want you to notice how you think about yourself, because this is what it all comes down to. And we all have this ideal self and we have an actual self, right? And the more that gap keeps increasing, the more things get uncomfortable. So think about what are your core beliefs? Where is your self-image at this point? I want you to be completely honest to yourself. Nobody is hearing and nobody is seeing it right now, so think about it. What are the thoughts that you have regarding yourself? Because we're going to change that in a minute, so be completely honest, right? Here's what you're going to do, okay? This is what helped me out, and it was suggested to me by my mentor. I like to call it the 100 achievements method. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to make a list of 100 achievements. The number 100 may sound like a very big number, but it's actually not when you start to write it down. And what I mean by achievement is basically anything that has made you feel good about yourself, anything initially that you thought you were not going to be able to do but you were able to do. So it could be really small achievements to really big achievements. I mean, if you were the topper of your class, sure, write that down. And it could be something very small as, last week you were feeling very tired but you still cleaned your dishes. That is an achievement, and I'll tell you why that is. Because what does that mean? If you've cleaned your dishes even when you were tired, that just means that you value hygiene and cleanliness, right? What does that really mean? That means you value yourself enough to give yourself that hygiene and to give yourself that clean kitchen. Hence, therefore, you have a higher self-worth, right? Write that down. Write the smallest of achievements, write the smallest of things that you're proud of, something that you did. Maybe you were there to help out a friend. That gives you a feeling of being a good friend, hence being proud of yourself. Anything it is, write it down. Initially, it's going to, you're going to get stuck at maybe 20th or 25th achievement, and you're going to be like, I don't know if I've achieved anything else. But you have, trust me. That is how our brain functions. Whatever we ask ourselves is where it's going to dig deep. Go to your childhood, go to your first class, fifth class, whatever. But go to the pleasant moments, not to your pain, not where things were difficult for you. I want you to think of your pleasant moments in life for yourself that you did, okay? Why I'm asking you to do that is, right now when we are in this place of being stuck, we're only noticing, and the thoughts that are happening in our head is that I'm such a loser, I'm not able to do this, I'm not able to do that, right? When you start writing things down, when you start writing 100 achievements of my life, you will start thinking differently. Hence, a change of perspective, right? That is where everything's at. Another reason why I'm asking you to do this, it's actually very simple. In cognitive behavioral therapy, there's the talk about thoughts leading to feelings, and emotions and feelings leading to your behaviors and actions, and that behavior in itself reinforces your thought, right? It's because sometimes, I may sit here and I may say to myself just a sort of a toxic positivity that I'm the best, I'm so capable. But if I don't actually believe that I am capable and that I'm worth it, saying it's really not going to help. So we need certain real life examples of our life, right? Hence the 100 list. So that if there is ever a doubt, am I that capable? You go back to the list and be like, wow, I've done 100 of these things. Of course I'm capable, right? And when you're working on that self-worth and your core beliefs, you're not just working on it on a surface. You have something substantial, a proof that yes, you've done it, hence you can do it right now. Make sense? Yeah? Next, I also want to talk about a different kind of stuck in life, which is where, you may find yourself not knowing what to do with your life. And I remember a very close friend of mine, she came up to me one day, and this is when we were in our late teens, early 20s, and she said, I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know. And I remember I told her that, you know what, this is an amazing place to be at. What does it mean that you don't know what to do with your life? It just basically means that you can find out. You can ask yourself, you can explore for yourself what is it that brings you joy, what is it that you want to do for the rest of your life, right? So you may be in your late teens, early 20s, mid 20s, whatever, and you may think that, wow, everybody around me knows exactly what they want to do and I don't know, so I might be a loser. No, absolutely not. It's okay to not know what you want to do in life. This is what you're going to do. You're going to make a list of your interests, right? And now again, I think I've spoken about being honest with ourselves. So you have to really honestly ask yourself, amongst all of the things that you've written down, what is that one thing, or it could be two things or three things, right? That if nobody supported you, if nobody was there to guide you, if you had to do that for the rest of your life, would you still be in love with it? And just be very completely honest. It's okay if you don't have the answer right away. Like the 100 list, we are going to sit down and we are going to take out time in our day, every day, and stick to that list, right, of that 100 achievements. And if we don't know what to do in our lives, we're going to stick to this interest list and ask ourselves. You will get your answer. That's the wonderful thing about being a human being and how our brain functions. The question you ask your brain, it will go and find that answer for you, right? Now I want you to answer the why. It's the most important thing. And trust me, a lot of people, let's say people who've always known what they wanted to do with their lives, they've probably decided it at a very young age, right? And mostly that decision is influenced by our parents, by the society. And I've observed so many people, decades later, they'll look at their lives and they'll be like, I don't even want to do this to begin with. I never wanted to do this. I did this for blah 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 blah, right? So you're in actually a much better place if you don't know what to do, because right now you're not going to be making a decision out of spite, out of rebellion towards your parent. You're not going to make a decision just to please your parents or to get a validation from them, right? Now in this place, because you're a young adult, you're going to be making this decision for yourself, and therefore you have to answer why. For example, for me, if I ask myself, okay, I want to act. Why do I want to act? Why do I want to be an actor? I'm also a painter, if you guys did not know. Then I have to ask myself, why do I want to paint? Why do I want to be an artist? What is my why? And the reason I'm telling you this is, when you face all the struggles and you face confusions and doubts, because it's just a part of life, it's this why that's going to keep you moving, that's going to keep you consistent. So your why has to be very, very honest, and it has to be very, very strong. Okay? Now talking about, you know what to do, but you're not able to get yourself in the act of doing things. That is where it gets very frustrating. Now I'm going to say something that may make you just roll your eyes, okay? Routine. Yeah, go ahead, roll them. Routine. If you make a schedule and if you stick to that schedule, that is the magic formula. Trust me. I don't believe when somebody says, I manifested this, I did this. I believe when somebody tells me, from their discipline and from their scheduling and doing it every day consistently, they reach somewhere. Yeah, I can believe that. Because I'll tell you why. It's not that I'm against manifestation. I believe in thinking positively. I believe in all of that. What I'm against is the surface level. Because remember, we talked about the triangle. It's your actions that reinforce the thought. So if I'm just sitting here and being like, I want to earn 100 crores of rupees per month, right? And I'm going to keep thinking about it. Let's say the manifestation gurus, they tell you to feel like you've already achieved it. Okay, now I feel like I've already achieved it, right? And I'm feeling happy, and I'm feeling there's a lot of abundance in my life. What is lacking here? Action, right? when I talk about the triangle to you, it has to be all three. It cannot be just thought and feelings. It just cannot. The reason I'm asking you, the reason I'm telling you to make even that 100 achievements list is those are actual actions that you've taken. That is going to make you believe that you can take actions. It's all about the actions. It's, you know, I myself personally, I do not give a lot of importance to thoughts. I just don't. I'm going to use an acting example here. Let's say I'm working on a character, and I myself personally, I don't understand why this character is making so and so action. This happened recently actually. I was working on a character and she was with this person. Her partner was the most horrible person you can imagine. And I kept asking myself, why is she even with this person? Like, this person deserves nobody. He was that horrible, right? And that's when I realized, wait a minute, I'm judging her action. So as an actor, I am not supposed to judge the action, I'm supposed to justify the action. Now what we can learn from this example and put it in our lives is, right now, if you're judging yourself, being like, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, I'm such a loser, it's not going to help you. The first point, if you remember, the first point I told you was accept that you're stuck in life. What does acceptance mean? It is the most purest form of love. When you accept something, that means you love it, right? So when you accept this negative behavior of yours, let's say you're lethargic, you're not doing, just accept it, love it, try and see it, zoom out of your body, okay, and think of yourself as just another character, and ask yourself, okay, this character is doing this behavior which is not really leading anywhere, so why is this character doing this behavior to begin with, right? I want you to think deeper. I want you to think in terms of, if you really love this person, not from a judgment point of view that, oh, this person is a loser, that's why they're doing it. No, I want you to go deeper. And what I'm talking about is has a lot to do with shadow work. And when we find ourselves stuck in this loop and stuck in life, it's mostly because, especially procrastination is mostly, it comes from fear. Being stuck in life may come from shame, regret, and all of these feelings are so, buried deep in us that we don't want to face it. So we may just go in ignorance, denial. Some people may turn towards soothing themselves from alcohol or whatever. But it is these hard questions that are actually going to make you change your actions. Of course, your 100 list and all of the things we talked about will help you, but at the end of it, if you don't want to fall back into the same patterns, you have to ask yourself, why is this character doing it, and love this character no matter what. Okay, coming back to routine, and the reason I think routine is so helpful is because it's an action that you do, and action will have a much bigger impact in your self-image, self-worth than any thought ever will. And if it's okay if you want to go from thought to feeling to action, that's fine. I like to go from action to thought, then feeling, then action, because when people say you just have to reach the gym, that's all you have to do. Let's say you want to work out, you want to be healthy, all you have to do is reach the gym. It's actually very true, because if I think right now, okay, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to hold planks for so and so minutes, I'm going to lift 50 kgs, 60 kgs. If I'm just thinking about it, it's a lot, right? And then that little bit of a laziness, that little bit of an excuse I get, I'll take it. Instead of just thinking that I'm going to go, I'm going to do this, forget everything, take your gym bag and just leave. Do not give yourself the chance to think that, oh, I'm going to do, this is what I do for myself. I mean, I do not give myself a chance to think. If I have a schedule, I am not thinking about what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, just do it. I believe myself as being a doer, and that's how I operate. If you're more of a thinker, you can go thoughts, feelings, actions. This is just how I do it. I go action, thoughts, feelings, and it has really worked out for me. So consistency in your schedule is something that is really going to change your life. And okay, cool, my hair were troubling me, so I've just put them up. And okay, so we've discussed accepting that you're stuck, we've discussed self-concept, we've discussed the 100 achievements list. Please do that. Trust me, it's going to change your perspective, your self-image, and you're going to feel a lot better about yourself, and it's going to change your entire perspective of who you are and what you stand for and what is it actually that you're capable of. Just do it, okay? And we've discussed, in case you do not know what is it that you want to do with life, how you get on to answering yourself that. We've discussed about how to make sure that you take that action. And is there anything that I have left? Just let me just quickly check my notes if I've left out something. Yeah, we've discussed routine and we've discussed habits, right? Cool. So we have everything, and that was it. I'm gonna see you in the next one. And oh my god, I didn't introduce myself. Hi, I'm Smile, and if you're new here, I am an actor, I'm a painter, I'm a writer, and I also make YouTube videos sometimes of things that really interest me, things to share my life with. Thank you so much. And I also wanted to thank you guys for the love on the Mumbai video. I get a lot of DMs. People are really happy with it, so thank you so much. And I guess you're welcome also for the video. If there's anything else you want to know from my side, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.